Nothing is left to chance when protecting the president. A massive security operation began in the hours before his arrival, from the home of the US ambassador where he will stay, to the central London locations he visits. Many roads were closed to vehicles, but some of those involved didn't need to worry about traffic on the ground. The ring of steel around Mr. Trump extended to the gates of Buckingham Palace. Visitors are normally allowed up close, even when the Queen is at home, but not when she is hosting the president.
We're here to protest, not to welcome him.
Donald Trump has made some very bad choices.
Campaigners couldn't resist a visual display should the president casually look out of the window of his helicopter. But today's main anti-Trump weapon was rather civilised, a boycott of the state banquet by a handful of politicians.
I suspect that most British people don't like him being here. I mean, it's not just that he's a nasty piece of work, I mean, he is, but that he is actually undermining Britain's interests. This is the crux of it from my point of view.
Bigger, louder protests are planned for Tuesday, but this was a small foretaste of what's expected.
You can argue that demonstrations are futile, even juvenile, but they are having an impact on this visit, because the prospect of the president being jeered rather than cheered meant he was denied an opportunity bestowed previously on other controversial world leaders.
Frosty relations with Russia mean Vladimir Putin is unlikely to take this journey ever again, but he did in 2003. Others who've enjoyed the carriage ride alongside the Queen include the late King of Saudi Arabia and the current Chinese president. The need to do business with Xi Jinping trumped concerns over human rights. Instead, Mr. Trump's motorcade took a rather lonely drive down a mall, deserted apart from the police and the media. When his route did take him close to the public, it was mostly curious Londoners and tourists rather than noisy activists. Previous presidential tours have seen social visits to pubs, plus some friendly sporting competition, pictures which accentuate the closeness of the Anglo-American alliance. The US may still be our closest ally, but rarely has there been such disharmony in transatlantic relations. Ian Woods, Sky News, Central London.